Hello ladies, it's me again, and I'm here continuing the series on my favorites. This one is going to be about curl creams and buttercreams. These are not the only curl creams or buttercreams that I use, but these are just in my top favorites, and I'm going to show them in no particular order. One of my favorites is the Shea Butter Cantu Coconut Curling Cream. This is not a all natural product, but I like it. It does have some cones in it. Has a tropical pineapple-y smell. I love to use this because this can almost be used by itself without a gel or anything. A lot of ladies can wash their hair, put conditioner in it, and then a gel. That doesn't work for me. Just a gel. A gel is like a finisher for me. I need something underneath it to begin to define my curls and give me that jump start, and then the gel I use for hold. So this can almost be used by itself. It's a really good, really nice, very almost lotiony type of consistency, but it is thick. As you can see, it makes peaks. Very nice consistency, not bad at all. It is not all natural, but it does give your hair shine, and it does give your hair hold. So you can use a lighter gel on top of it. I don't really use Eco Styler or anything like any of those heavy gels for my hair as far as for curling, but you could use one of the lighter gels for that. Flaxseed gel works really good with it. A second favorite is my Oyen Shine and Define. And this is considered a styling serum for a soft hold, but it pops my curls. It gives me excellent shine. It also has a pineapple-y smell, but different than the Cantu. It's more pineapple-y, more natural smell of pineapple. It also has a nice consistency. I like everything that I use for my creams and buttercreams to be thick, to weigh my hair down. I know a lot of people say they don't want their hair weighed down. I need my hair weighed down because without some weight it's just going to fly away. But this is a really nice one. I had my surgery. I used the Shine and Define. My surgery was on a Monday. On the Sunday before, I washed my hair and I used the hairdo, Oyen hairdo, as my leave-in, and the Shine and Define as my curl cream. And my hair lasted for about 4 or 5 days. I just put in a ponytail on top of my head. I was not going to have time to be worrying about my hair, and I didn't take any hair products to the hospital with me. I was in the hospital for 2 days with 0 hair products. I just took my satin bonnet and called it a day because I just, after surgery, you ain't thinking about none of that. Another one that I like, and this is pending, formulation change, is Camille Rose Curlate Moisture Butter. This one smells like cake. Now, I've seen a few people who have one being Curly Girl Jess, who loves this as much as I do. She said that the new one has barely any smell at all. She was kind of disappointed with that, and she said that the consistency was a little different. This is really, really shiny. As you can see, it's a shiny, smooth, whipped cream. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I love the smell. It has that cake batter smell. I love the way it works. It's very thick, very moisturizing in and of itself. And this is another one. When I use these, I can, have hair for days without worrying about moisture. But depending on the change, I've held on to this one for a while, but Camille Rose seems to, like, every other year decide she's going to change her formulas. And, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone. Especially if you're getting good sales off of it. Another one that I love, we all know that I love, is the Belle Nouveau Cocoa Castor Pudding, and they call it a curl defining and moisturizing hair cream. For me, it is more moisturizing than curl defining. This I almost use as a leave-in. However, I will use another leave-in and then this on top as my curl cream. This has that caramely smell. I love the smell of this too. This I use constantly, continuously. I have another jar because I'm not going to run out of that one. Another thing I keep on hand at all times, I have another jar of this too, is the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. This is something we all know has that typical pineapple-y Shea Moisture smell. This and the Oyen both have like sea kelp extracts, algae extracts, things like that, which I've told you work well for my hair. This I like to have as an added step in my hair. It does not particularly define curls. When I first bought it, I bought it thinking, oh, this is going to define my curls, and no, it does not define curls, but it is an excellent buttercream in the moisturizing department. I use this once again, although I put it in the buttercreams because it is a buttercream, it's almost like a leave-in. It's usually an extra step if I feel like my hair is really dry and I need extra moisture. The next one that I love is the Cocoa Curls. I love this stuff. I got this as a sample in a curl kit, and it's a small jar. Cocoa Curls, I have heard some people say that it has molded on them. I think for Curly Pad, hers molded. I've had mine for a good 9 months, maybe a year, and actually over a year, and it has not molded on me. I keep this in the fridge, and the small jar that I got in the curl kit, I refill that and stick it in my bathroom. I just scoop it out of here, refill the small jar, and put that one in my bathroom. I've had no trouble with molding. The only thing you will get with this is sometimes you'll get a lump or two, but that's like shea butter. It's one of the butters that didn't quite emulsify into it. Smells coffee, like a coffee house in the sense like of the hazelnuts and vanilla creams and Irish creams and all that stuff you smell when you walk into like a Starbucks. This is so good. It's caramely at the same time. I mean, this will have you wanting to eat your hair. It'll have my hubby sleeping with his nose in my bonnet. It's really nice. It's very, very, now this is very thick. This is a true buttercream. A buttercream is a water and butter base. And this is a true buttercream. It is really, really, really thick, but it adds that weight, it adds moisture, it adds shine, it adds control. As a matter of fact, it's one of the things, this is the curl cream I used in my hair right now. One of my absolute favorites, and like I said, keep this one in the fridge and it'll last you a long time. Last but certainly not least is my Basque Palm Tapioca. I had purchased this. This one is a buttercream that is on their website. They tell you it's good for twists and things of that like that. And so when I bought it, that's what I used it for. I used it for twists. And I saw on Facebook someone had posted that they used it in a wash and go. And I said, well, hey, I'll try that too. And then when I thought about it with the consistency, it's a lot like the Cocoa Curls. So I was like, yeah, that could work. And so I used it, and if you've seen, I did a video on it. It is also very thick. It is as you see, you can flatten it and you can shape it. But I used it. I was kind of heavy-handed with it the first time I used it, just to go there and see how it works. It worked wonders. I love my wash and goes when I use this. This and the Cocoa Curls, I think, are two of my favorites. They give me the most control, the most curl definition, especially if I'm forming my curls. It makes them hold and stay, and the moisture level that you get from these two is really, really, it's like they lock it in, because it's like you're locking in everything with the butter before you use your gel. So those are my 6 favorites, and next video will be about the gels and stylers that I use, finishers. I know you've heard me talk about flaxseed gel and the Camille Rose Curl Maker and Coily Head Chicks Hair Perfection. There are a couple other things that I use from time to time as a finisher on top of my gel to give me a little extra hold or a little extra oomph here and there that I've never talked about before. So we'll get into some of those, and I hope you ladies have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.